Antoine to a cutting Alyare. The bank shot is good. First bucket of the match. Really in this age division.
He plays with practically all of these guys. He is 3 days.
Back to you, card one, Mark.
But so far, so good for Vietnam. They are on the attack. They have not shied away from scoring on time.
Vietnam playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Better.
CP to Pascual. They swing it to Lumage. Strong drive. Lumage is a bully and he scores immediately.
I like that.
He plays big boy basketball, make no doubt about it. Tough competitor, a steal here for Pascual. Travis goes all the way
For the Philippines.
and immediately when the second unit came in, a counter-attack for Gilas Filipinas. Lumage with a bucket and then the steal, the run, and the layup from Travis Pascual.
This is your first time wearing a Gilas jersey for these kids.
And now that pressure leads to a turnover. Jello Lumage, bully ball.
This guy had pressure as well on the defensive end and tried to force some turnovers.
There it is, turnover. Lumage taps it loose. Carino skies, misses the layup. Rebound for Jello. They're dominating the rebounding department and now it's all tied up.
So another turnover from Gilas.
Oh, good move. Could not complete it with a highlight layup as Cruz sends it forward. Travis. Great moves inside and he scores again. Lumage. Down low to Ethan Tanchi. Good fake. The one-hander. Instant impact coming off the bench. Cruz on the attack. Squeezes his way through. Could not complete the play. Will score on the other side though with a putback. That's too much on the backcourt because they trust their half-court defense. Tanchi on the move. Great pass. Perfectly timed to Pascual. Of course he will take it. Attracting the defense, dishing it off. After a spectacular start in this match, another turnover against them. Gilas on the run, and he is gone. The other Pascual. This is Joel. Vietnam gets away with it. But this will be another stop here for Gilas Filipinas. They're on the run again. The strong move, another bucket.
Now this is the time
when the bench comes in, this is where Gilas might separate themselves.
and I think that's our advantage in most youth tournaments. All of our youth teams really have talent from 1 to 12. What a nice thing said about Coach Tim Cone using the triangle, but
Yeah.
it's really the defense where he is most successful at. Another three-pointer here from Pascual, and another. Travis Pascual had 11 points in the first quarter.
Oh boy, alley-oop play completed.
Look at this, nice inbound play from Coach L.A. Tenorio. Pascual to Pascual.
Ethan goes on the drive, and now Restivicar gets the N1.
Cab de los Reyes spotting Restivicar, did not force the play, found his open teammate for that easy basket.
Biggest 39-22, another turnover. Hanging midair, binali pa ni Pascual.
Entertaining the crowd here in San Fernando. Once again, off a turnover, he gets an opportunity to showcase his talents in the open floor.
41-22, a 19-point lead for Gilas Filipinas, forcing this timeout from Vietnam.
And he has been very impressive attacking the basket.
Another N1 play for Jolo Pascual. It's not him, it's the other.
14 for Travis, 13 for Jolo. 27 combined, more than the production of Vietnam right now.
Missing on the free throw. But the rebound stays with Gilas. They're coming up short, but they're getting multiple tries. Finally, Vietnam gets it. Oh, but they mishandle, leading to a bucket for Restivicar. Oh, but they force another turnover. Halyares sets it up. Another layup for Travis Pascual.
Because you're loading up your defense to try and force some turnovers.
Miranda wide open and he converts a three. Itong si Carino, he knows that he can bully his way against any defender.
And
but
also
a little too much there.
He's not getting a lot of touches, which is, of course, which will happen.
With a push, the big showing us a dribbling ability. And he will finish with a layup. He really, really wanted that one, Coach Mark.
That's correct. Struggling
for that loose ball. Cruz open from the corner. Book it.
Excellent forward pass coming from CP to find the opening.
And this is Cruz converting. Of course, we're also talking about Samuel Somchi and Sacred Toring. And now a chance to finish strong. Halyare, layup is good. And that will seal the deal for Gilas Filipinas in the first half of action. Yep, a test. Antolin studying the reaction of the defense. One-hander is good for Carino. That shot will be available for him all game long.
And that's something that he can really do. He has a very nice touch from about 10 to 15 feet.
Good pass up top. Antolin banks it home. To Antolin. Left alone at top. The pass inside. That was sweet from Antolin. Locating Caballero. Getting hot from downtown with a couple of threes here in the third quarter. But this is really part of the skill book.
Yep.
Of Prince Carino. End of the second period. As Caballero, just the aggression going all out.
And that's what he's known for. This guy is really a legit slasher. So 4 fouls now on Antolin, and that will mean Lumage checking back in for him. Nice slashing move.
Coming from their center. As the stop is completed by the Philippines. Jolo Pascual leaves it for Halyare. Easy two inside.
I like that extra pass coming from Pascual. I thought he could have taken that layup.
The min count.
I like this lineup from Gilas because you have a lot of size here when you put Travis Pascual at the
Gilas
point.
Filipinas. A steal here for Ethan Tanchi. Sends it forward to Travis Pascual, and he is a threat on the break. What a move from Ethan Tanchi, going up and under. Now Ethan again employing their zone offense. Another finish for Lumage.
And I like that because ended well by Ethan Tanchi. Here comes Travis.
De Los Reyes inside, gathers and converts the N1.
This is where Ethan Tanchi really helps his team a lot. Travis gives it to him. Doesn't force the shot, gives it to the big man, Gab De Los Reyes, for that strong finish.
Comes up short, Lumage. Second effort, still nothing there. But they will get another attempt. Cruz tight inside, gets two.
Them grow and become better basketball players.
CP Miranda with a takeaway. The two guards running. Ethan Tanchi scoring.
Well played there between Ethan Tanchi and CP Miranda.
Tenacity of the defense. Basically getting that stop for Gilas. Cruz is ahead and he will complete the layup. Will be the ranking. Number 1 versus number 2 for the championship. 3 versus 4 for the final spot in the FIBA Asia Cup. And then 5 versus 6 for classification on May 30. So we were firing on all cylinders. They were confident. They were hyped up. But the quality of the Gilas Filipinas really catching up and then leaving them behind completely in the second quarter. And that's an easy bucket for Restificar inside.
And anytime you get your two big men, Coach happy.
Another stop. This time for Cruz. Goes behind the back. Sets up his teammate De Los Reyes. Another bucket. The higher limits, but just as skilled as some of these players as Antolin scores again.
I mean, a couple of those players who did not make the final 12.
Carino wanting to show us the moves. The soft touch, good for two.
And now you're seeing him to be more comfortable.
Sanfriando. Ball recovery coming from Vietnam. It will not last long. Caballero all the way. With a giveaway, but Caballero takes it right back.
Nice pass.
Lumage with a layup.
Nice goal.
Again, we play 2 more days straight after this. And then we take a 1-day break before we play 3 straight games.
Caballero on the break all the way for the first 2 points of the Philippines.
Aggressive defense.
Caballero. Halyare swings it. Carino spots up for 3. That's good.
Wow, 2 rebounds and 1 block right away. Great kick out pass here. Very unselfish.
Quickly to the other side. Blocked. Met upstairs by Pascual.
And that's just not going to work these days. These ordinary 1-2 layups are going to be sent back to the stands with a shot blocker like that.
Halyare has some space and he knocks down the triple.
I just mentioned him a while ago. Just quick trigger from this guy, Justin Halyare. Has been doing it in the UAAP and he hurts his first 3.
An 8-0 blast for Philippines. It forces Thailand to call their first timeout. Backcourt pressure stolen away by Caballero. And the easiest 2 points of the game so far. This was the last sequence where they stole the ball away.
Just not good spacing there for Thailand and Caballero. That's an easy picking for him.
Siadak again, Caballero with those quick hands. Cholo Pascual all the way for 2. Received by Antolin. Look at the scrappy Caballero.
Right there. Devastating in the fast
Ball is
break.
loose. It ends up with Thailand and back to the Philippines. Halyare finds Carino for the deuce.
And just not a good idea.
And they will slow things down. No, they don't. They go inside to De Los Reyes. A nice feed from Pascual. And a chance for a 3-point play.
And not a very big. Ignites a fast break and right there underneath. Chance for an end one.
Pascual goes to his left. Jumper is good and pure.
Very confident looking jumper right there.
And another takeaway. And another basket.
And Thailand's got to sell it.
And another assist. Go ahead basket for Cruz.
Check it out right here. And Eli Tenorio was telling him what to do right there off the bench.
Tanchi, floater. That drops.
Specialty. I've played with this kid in open runs and his floater.
For Thailand, Tanchi ahead of the pack. And
Yes,
scores
sir.
the 2 plus the foul.
Yes. Outrunning everyone on the break. And right here, releasing before the contact. Always under control.
Reyes inside they go. Second try. It drops for Cruz.
And what a show.
Thailand keeps possession. This time they give the ball away. Tanchi
Nice
as
pass.
teammate De Los Reyes gets the lay-in. 31-0. Bothering that shot.
Good defense without fouling there for Antolin.
2-man game. Caballero back to him from Halyare.
Great 2-man fast break, and here comes Caballero. Giving it up early and getting it right for that reverse layup.
Whoa. Oh, what a shot for Cholo Pascual.
Here challenging our shot blocker there, and Caballero continues to carve up that defense.
play at defensive side. And another steal. Caballero on the break goes up for two, as no challenge there for the Thai defender.
And just right here, again, not a good idea. Try to split that double team, which leads to another wide open.
Philippines. Pascual with the 2 points.
And that was helped by Carino.
Tijolo. Down low. One-hander drops for Antolin.
And that quick pass to the dunker spot for the Philippines. No need for that. And David turns it over again.
No, he was looking ahead, but Cruz was ready for the takeaway and the finish for... As we check out the steal here by Cruz, and then De Los Reyes with a
Do you
finish.
think they can improve?
Just playing.
These guys, of course, from Gilas Youth, Tanchi is from as well. And I think he also played baseball back then, right?
These guys are so well-rounded, multiple sports. A nice pass there by Ethan Tanchi for a wide-open three. Really moves fast, as we see right here, a block by Lumagi, which leads to a fast break. And you know that Ethan Tanchi is going to find an open man right there. Very unselfish player. Back up to a 20. Nice pass again.
Ooh, all the way for the basket plus the foul in Gab De Los Reyes.
And you know, guards these days, a lot of them want to dribble, a lot of them want to shoot, but Ethan Tanchi, pass first point guard, finding and rewarding.
Stat line there with terms of the points scored. It's really been a better past 2 quarters for Thailand. However, that last shot will have to be reviewed.
I think that's good. Right here, just on time. Baseline drive and clean up, and gets fouled in the process.
De Los Reyes with a miss. Ristificar says, no problem, I got it. For the putback plus the foul, and a chance for Miranda for 2.
Finally getting an easy layup.
Misses. De Los Reyes with the putback.
And how fun is it to shoot those wide open shots knowing that
And Gilas is taking too many risks. Yun ang sinabi ng kanilang coaching staff, especially as they were running the break more, and now they're instructed.
Carino seeing more action and getting more points to his name.
just showing that just right here. Pretty short jumper. And that spin, and look at that touch.
A go-ahead pass to Travis Pascual for 2.
And again, the running game.
Carino with a fake pass. Goes inside.
Wow.
What a move. Incredible footwork for the big man. Moves on to college as we see him again score 2 points. Will he be able to play the wing as well, just like how Tamayo adjusts? Again to Carino. Short. De Los Reyes with a cleanup. Waiting in the wings. They want Carino to score, and he does so.
And
Gilas Youth on their way to their second win of the tournament. As Cruz all net on that shot.
just a full display.
Trying to get on the board. They haven't scored yet. This could be it, but it's still a miss. Tanchi with a rebound and puts it right back in. First 2 points of the host team. Yao Convention Center. It's Ethan Tanchi. It's his first touch. Tries to get it to Halyari. Bumps in, absorbs the contact. No good. The tip in for De Los Reyes. Talk about instant impact.
And there's the high turn back to the sender.
Probably to Manila.
Yes.
Or to Singapore.
Or to Singapore.
But
airmail.
That was Tanchi. They go now to Travis Pascual, who's actually celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday. An excellent assist from Pascual Reyes.
Look at the court vision right here. Step through, shovel pass to his teammate.
The Philippines again. Here's Chris Miranda. Pascual, the pull-up by the baseline. That was sweet.
Beautiful right there. I'm going to take what the defense gives to me. And until Singapore can figure out how to beat that, Philippines is just going to keep on taking those shots as well, because that's available to them all
Pascual,
night.
the birthday boy, now with 4. Inside. Look at that defense from the Philippines. Pascual zooming to their side. The side step no good. Restificar rather. Look at the emotion, Coach Willie. Love to see it.
Block on one end, attack the basket on the other end. Look at the offensive rebound. Straight up, finish strong. I love it. I love it. He loves it.
Fantastic play. And I'm talking about both the Philippines and Singapore and all of the other countries here in the Seaba. For a lot of these players, it's their first time to represent the country, first time to wear. Miranda, who just hit a baseline jumper. Cruz from downtown. That's the first triple of the Philippines in this game. Reset daw muna, and now Pascual feeds to Los Reyes. That zone breaker flashing in the middle. Cruz will try again. Same spot, same result. Everrain Cruz with back-to-back threes. We were talking about the Philippines not looking like themselves to start this game. It's a whole different story now.
Or you see Singapore coming out with a different strategy, trying to slow the game down into that zone. So you put in your zone buster. Look at Cruz right here, knocking down back-to-back triples.
10 seconds left for the Philippines to come up with something. Pascual to De Los Reyes. Says, excuse me, Restificar on the putback, doing what he does best.
Miss a shot. There's somebody there.
Previous game against Thailand, almost a double-double for him. He's been busy getting boards as well. And Miranda gets another jumper. Go attacking baseline, lost his footing, taken away by Miranda. Off goes the Philippines. The drop pass, De Los Reyes with a finish. Initiative to have a league to see the talents from different parts in the country, and the best performers. How do you identify a young kid who has that potential to really go all the way? Kung tatanggalin natin yung mga super standout, because there are players.
Next thing you're going to look for is probably the wingspan, you know, the wingspan and the athleticism. Another thing is basketball IQ.
How about someone who can handle like Cruz?
Like Cruz, see, go that you're going to be looking at. Or is the kid coachable?
Attitude is also a big part of it.
Attitude is a very big part of it. You don't want somebody in your program that doesn't want to listen.
The Philippines with 9 points. Most of them coming off of 6 rebounds, but that was the brilliant move earlier from Everrain Cruz. See, Restificar just puts himself in a position to help his team.
And how does he interact with his teammates? You'll see a lot of the basketball IQ like you see with Travis Pascual and his court vision. Look at that. Finding himself in the right place for that layup.
The Philippines going back out to Tanchi. Ethan sends it to the corner. A 3 is good for Justin Halyarin.
Form is pure.
He missed his first 3 attempts before he was able to. These guys, a lot of them still learning. They have the talent, they have the potential, but of course it's a learning process when you're this young. Look at Pascual, just get that rebound. That is a grown man's move.
Quickest, but he was right here the quickest to the ball. Always finds himself in the right spot. He's fast, becoming the most.
I don't know if Pascual intended to do that, but that still broke the press of Singapore.
Better job from Carino that time.
Easiest shot Singapore has taken all game long.
Yeah, unfortunately, there you go. Carino keeping the ball high.
Singapore head coach Leo Paul Oscar Addis mentioned that they may not be the tallest. Things may be tough for them, but these young talents, even in the locker room earlier, still excluded.
So the German coach of Singapore, Coach Addis, he really has done a marvelous job as well in bringing confidence to these boys. And we see it in the way they're fighting. You're trying to get the gold medal.
Of course.
But if you zoom out and see the bigger picture, these under 16 teams, as Caballero scores again, it's part of a program.
But for all the tournaments.
And actually for whatever life we'll throw at these guys. As Ethan Tanchi throws it up, and it goes in to beat the buzzer. And we reach halftime here inside the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. And Gilas Filipinas under 16 in full control.
Your role as one of the assistant coaches of this young, beautiful, talented team.
Yeah, just trying to instill as much knowledge as I have, my experiences representing the country, and also just understanding
the iconic dunk over Luis Scola.
Yep,
you know, that right there will stand the test of time.
Chi leading the break. Caballero asking for it, wants to show his range, missing it. Well, he shows his rebound and assist ability. He knew we were talking about him.
Not just in this tournament, but in tournaments moving forward. We all know that these young men will be going back to their respective schools. So what better time to work on different schemes than in live competition?
These guys on the floor, these are memories they're making as well. And these memories they'll carry for the rest of their careers. Halyari dumps it down low. Antolin, short jumper, rattles in.
Oh, you talked about making memories, and these are things that they're going to be able to look back upon together. Oh, hey, you remember when we played for Coach Alex Tenorio?
That's true.
And we played in Pampanga for the Seaba tournament. Man, it's very, very important that you're able to thrive, not just survive in all different types of situations.
Point shot hasn't exactly been the weapon of choice. They tried, only 3 of 13. But maybe you don't try too much if you're.
Obviously, we want to win this tournament, but we're also looking at, you know, the Asia qualifier, or be as tall as us, or maybe even taller.
Yeah.
Will we be able to dictate pace and
basketball
tempo
that can be attached to them? Because, like you said, when you're facing Korea, you know everyone's going to be a shooter.
Yes.
When you're facing Japan, you know they're going to push the pace. Yeah. Pero parang when you talk about Southeast Asian countries, wala pang very, very concrete. The FIBA Under 16 Asia Cup. But you only get to qualify if you finish in the top 3. And that relies, again, you're gunning for the top 3, for a podium finish, for you to qualify in the FIBA Under 16 Asia Cup that's going to happen in Mongolia. You know what? We talk about Gilas Filipinas Under 16 struggling from deep. And of course, they hit a number of three-pointers. And they end the third quarter strong. They even add more. Good entry pass underneath. Right? And eventually, when they move forward in college, there's a big chance that they'll be teammates with someone who they previously saw as a foe. And they need to stop.
Now, I was talking about, okay, look at this three-point shot by Ethan Tanchi, but on the defensive...
Makascore for me to help my team.
Yeah, those gadget players, those are the X factors in every single series.
And couldn't hit the 3. Do you see any other apparent comparisons between these players and maybe PBA players, current or past? You're right, of course, we're talking about legends being compared to guys who are still starting to carve out their space in the landscape of Philippine basketball, but it's also super not impossible for them to reach that status.
Right.
Look at Lumagi underneath.
And then earlier you said Mark Nonoy as a comparison for being able to bring that out, but what happened was the shift was they went away from the positions. You either have guards, wings, and forwards. They're hardly.
A steal again for Caballero. That's steal number 5, and that's points.
Their zone to start the ball game was very, very effective against Gilas until Gilas was able to figure it out. But more than
they're still pushing, but a steal for Cruz again. And they finally break the century mark.
Goes on the drive, leaves it for Antolin. He will get the friendly bounce.
A great job right there by Pascual, setting up right there of Antolin. Does it on offense, gets this drop pass, and on the other side, stopping the fast break and blocking that shot. No easy layups for him, and a quick three, giving them the lead here.
Carino with the easy putback. 16-year-old, 6'7" player. Naranata for the three. But then an aggressive drive from Caballero. The easy putback for Prince Carino. Yare finally sends it to Carino. The one-hander is good and draws the foul as well.
And he has that soft touch, that patented floater that we've been seeing from a lot of bigs in the recent years here in the Philippines. And Prince Carino showing us that he can finish in that mid-range in-between game.
Jolo Pascual slicing through.
And looks like he's healthy with that drive. This time around, it's Indonesia doing that. As you take a look at that great finish side.
A pass to the corner. Jolo Pascual converts for three.
How about that pass coming from Ethan Tanchi?
Short. De Los Reyes with a pass. Carino secures the layup this time.
A great big-to-big action right there off the offensive.
Pass. Perfect. Basket. Good.
And how about that forward pass by Ethan Tanchi? Shot, but Gilas Filipinas goes right away to the other side.
That's the one-hander once again from Prince Carino, making mincemeat of the defense.
As you take a look at that big-to-big action once again, Carino showing us once again that soft touch around the basket.
Ethan Tanchi attacks the closeout, leaves it for De Los Reyes, who secures the layup. 3 assists now for Ethan.
The playmaker, Ethan Tanchi, just...
As we are underway in the second quarter, quick pass from Travis Pascual to Cruz inside for two.
That's like LA Tenorio again, finding that middle and able to knock down that shot.
And expect them to get that first paint shot. De Los Reyes, the quick pass. Cruz from the rainbow, that's good.
A specialty of the house right there for Everrain Cruz. Able to here as you take a look at this play. Great find once again from the middle of that zone, finding Everrain Cruz knocking down that zone.
The extra pass Alyare. He goes inside, penetrates, finally gets it to drop.
Now what a move right there by Justin Halyare, using his body. Here's that move, Justin Halyare attacking the closeout, using his body, absorbing the contact and able to finish with the left hand. What a finish.
Halyare and Prince Carino. Top of the key three. Good opening for Gilas Filipinas. That is 10 points now for Jolo Mendoza. Get what changes will happen. Caballero won't get the bounce. Antolin, putback is good.
And how about that length of Antolin, not giving up on the play. Youth team, great pass by Prince Carino.
3-point shot won't go. Caballero skies for the offensive rebound and the putback.
Wow, how about the heart? How about the hustle? Take a look at this. Offensive rebound by Antolin. Another offensive rebound, but this time by the smaller Caballero, showing us the heart and the hustle that he plays on the court.
In this match between Gilas and Indonesia, the soft touch still effective. Prince Carino also hits double digits. Jolo with a bounce pass. Caballero hangs midair and scores.
And just like his bigger brother, has no fear when it goes down. That they love to run. Back pick for the wing guy, and Halyare finishes. Great assist, great action, and great execution by Gilas Filipinas.
Tremendous.
Right away, but you do that possession by possession, just like what they did here. Execute on...
No advantage there. Travis with a fake, patient move. Oh, it bounces out. Lumage down low again.
And Lumage once again getting inside position.
Look at this shot. I mean, how did this not fall for Travis Pascual? Luckily for him, even against two, even three defenders, Lumage scoring.
Running that 5-out offense, a lot of space, but what a move by Travis Pascual.
Filthy lefty layup from Travis Pascual. Squeezes inside, locates Ethan Tanchi for three. No, rebound claimed by Cruz. Push shot is good inside.
And the momentum, you can feel it. Back buckets as you take a look at this Travis Pascual. Filthy finish with the left hand.
Even if it's a miss coming from Ethan Tanchi, his teammates had his back. Boy Cruz on the putback. 10-point lead for Gilas Filipinas. Taken away by Ethan Tanchi. Travis Pascual skies and he's gone.
Another athletic finish. As you take a look at this play, Tanchi getting the steal, getting the rebound, forward pass, and then Pascual doing what he does best.
Layup, no. Rebound. Gab de los Reyes. Pascual scores again.
It's almost like an automatic bucket.
Qualifiers, parami ng parami. Yung mga nanonood. And the crowd here right now is just wild. So
the locals there and even people from Manila, if they want to come and watch the games, they're more than welcome to this.
Pascual slows things down a bit. Caballero to Prince Carino. He is a mid-range specialist.
Smooth shot.
Jolo Mendoza drives, hangs midair, banks it home.
And what a move, what a finish by Jolo Pascual. Doing this without their star player Benjamin inside that court.
The response is home for Boy Cruz. Cold-blooded.
Great. And on the other side though, again attacking the middle of that zone, and then Everin Cruz knocking down that three from the left side of the court.
Back to Miranda. Attacks inside, leaves it for De Los Reyes. Off the spin, the push shot is good.
Wow, the move right here. Miranda setting up his teammate. Pirouette for the floater.
We send it over to Denise.
Once a warrior, always a warrior, which is exactly who
De
you
Los Reyes doing the dirty work with the offensive rebound. He will attack, leave it for Travis Pascual inside. No, Carino with the putback.
And Prince Carino, third time's the charm.
Look at this fake with a miss. Travis Pascual though drawing the help defense, opening things up. For the swings it, corner three, open. Another rebound for De Los Reyes. Power move inside with the left hand.
How about that? De Los Reyes, the warrior. And this was the shot, not able to finish. But De Los Reyes, another strong move, getting that bump.
Wow, is we have a lot of tall players, a couple of 6'6" guys, and also a lot of 6'3". So in other words, you really have to dominate the paint for Singapore.
Here's Cruz driving inside. That's a tough shot, but he makes it anyway.
And I was just at least 45 seconds early when I said,
take a look first at Cruz moving Coach Ryan Gregorio, right? Willing to live with. As there's another turnover, Gilas Filipinas. Cruz going forward, finding the man open in the corner. That's good.
This is what I actually like to see. Players creating scoring opportunities of Coach L.A. Tinorio.
Cruz finding a teammate in the corner. Pascual draining that triple. As Miguel Rohit has been trying to force another turnover. A little bump and an easy finish inside.
So we have to constantly attack this 2-2.
Ethan Tanchi running the break here. Finding the man at the wing. Drive inside, pulls up for the jumper, that's good.
This guy is automatic. He is a professional scorer at the age of 16.
Pascual. Finding the cutting Tanchi.
Excellent pass by Travis Pascual. Good cut by Ethan Tanchi. Scoring another basket. Look at that backdoor cut. Tanchi receiving it, good hands, and finishing it off using the backboard.
Mga kalaban magbuboost ng confidence nila na nagalaro sila para sa national team.
Now, of course, RDO, with that being said, isa ka sa mga inspirations to many basketball players. So,
the four-man position dito sa Pilipinas, being one of the first stretch bigs. And Travis Pascual gets a big triple for Gilas Filipinas Youth.
And listen to someone who spent so much time, served the country so well by playing basketball. Speaking of stretch, that was a stretch shot by in front of your jersey. And the other thing is, Pau, and this is something that is very important, to develop lifelong friendship.
Yeah.
Look at LA in this particular tournament, this age level. Since 2011, Philippines champions for 5 straight editions. Malaysia was actually in double figures for his country.
That's great play from the Philippines as Carino finishes off the pre-feed from Pascual.
Travis Pascual, one of the best in terms of issuing extra passes. Look at that. freezing the defense a little bit with a no-look pass to Carino. Unstoppable.
Uses the pick from Carino. Goes at it by himself. Carino steals the rebound and gets two.
Positions himself so well. He attacks the basket, goes for offense. Right, and that is exactly the shot that we will allow our opponents because it's just so scary. Wow.
What hand time and what a finish from Travis Pascual,
I
coach.
just have to stop because that was a highlight reel. And you know that this guy runs so well and his ability to hang a little longer than others allows him to shoot on
They go the other way. Playing it forward to Travis Pascual. First guy there slows it down. A little hesitation. Couldn't get the first finish, but the second effort is good.
And every time he has that leather, you just...
Double team comes for Gilas Filipinas. Ruiz had his pocket picked. And Pascual sails it for an easy two.
Quick basket.
Miranda with a turnover. But then Joel Pascual gets it back. Pascual finds Carino. Carino using his size. The spin, the finish.
Again, Pascual dishing off to his teammate. Minutes restriction.
Due to that groin injury.
Right.
Here's Ethan Tanchi. The feed inside to Antolin.
This guy is excellent basketball IQ. Great vision. Especially
Again, Ethan Tanchi attracting the attention, and Antolin with the easiest two of the game.
And this is what you like. This is what you want to see in this level.
Back to Miranda as they're working around the zone here. Miranda. Oh, what a find inside. Is there any doubt the reason why
From
Miranda...
his point guards. Oh, look at that pass once again.
What a find to Cruz. Miranda with a swivel on his head. Turned, he knew where to bring it.
And this is what you want.
Riche. And a good block there coming from Everin Cruz. Cruz playing it forward to Antolin, running the floor, easy two.
This guy is just going to be special. He is from Pampanga.
Inside, barreling his way through. Antolin, good finish through the pressure. Bonus free throw coming right up.
It is
Pascual shown a double. Good ball movement here from Gilas Filipinas. And Umage getting an easy two inside after battling down low.
Just so solid.
Everin Cruz, the feed inside, a little bump. And Restificara getting two.
When they start making their three-pointers consecutively.
Well, because this is a team from Malaysia, as Antolin scores two inside, that is not gun shy. They will take a lot of. Going straight back to Cruz. Pascual going inside, and Magi getting an easy two.
Initially, those are not the penetrators than three-point shooters.
Sanchi, Everin Cruz, all set up for three, gets that to fall.
47% shooter from deep. And he nails one at the top of the key.
You know, that is a modern baller. Let's take a look at that again. Sanchi with the assist, Cruz all set up. And he lined up
Competitive when they were still playing for the national team.
Sanchi swinging that around to Pascual. Jolo Pascual gets a three-pointer.
So much better from the three-point area. That is one thing that we really
need. Had a nice spell in that first half. Here he is again. Oh, that felt like such a slow drive inside, but it was so effective. Bringing it around again. Long pass to Jeremy. Jolo Pascual here with the finish.
That is a fundamentally sound layup. Use the board. Nothing fancy. It counts for 2 points just the same.
Shot clock here. Where will they go? They go to Carino. Carino puts that up. And can they beat the buzzer? Yes, they can.
Good basket again.
After what was a rough first quarter. Cruz leading the fast break here. Oh, the Euro and an easy finish inside.
Beautiful basket once again by Cruz.
It has been a competitive third quarter. We are all knotted up in scoring. Take a look at this Euro from Everin Cruz.
Sensational. Oh yes, great finish. Matchup
against Thailand. What's going to be a really interesting one. Oh my goodness, Pascual! What a finish coming from Travis Pascual.
Good job by our director, Julius Melo.
And Travis Pascual, he's going fast. But when you watch it live, it ran into a teammate. And here's Gilas. Caballero to beat the buzzer.
You know, he reminds me of Mark Nonoy. If he has the ball, nobody can catch him.
Put your head down and sprint. Caballero beating the buzzer. And getting an extra 2 for Gilas Filipinas, 75-46 going in. Went back for seconds, for thirds, inubos yung catering daw.
And of course, we have to thank the province of Pampanga, led by Governor Delta Pineda, who made things happen, and President of Laos.
Quarter. But they have found their rhythm, found their shots, and Gilas Filipinas are trying to do the same here. And that's a nice bucket going inside.
Mr. Cool, once again, a perimeter mid-range.
As we take a look at Caballero, playing provider to Pascual.
Unselfish move by Caballero. That safety valve pass on top of the mountain once again.
Oh, and Miranda barreling his way through, weaving and scoring.
That tiny opening, it was enough for him. Look at him, eluded defense, a lot of defenders, and did not lose his sight on the goal, making his floater, and now with a chance for 3.
Well, Chris Miranda, what he lacks in size, he makes up in such a steady ball handler here. This time he goes all the way. Oh, Miranda, let me do it by myself.
He just finished with his left hand. Hit his...
Miranda trying to feed Tanchi. Off the mark, Antolin, finally.
Hard work paying off once again. Antolin with another basket. In terms of your shooting percentage.
And
that's it. That's the way to do it.
Rest of the card getting his second basket of the game. That is Swara Yoga Sangara. Lumage getting 2 and 1. You know, I wish referee Swara was able to catch and shoot. That would have been a great opportunity.
But another brilliant assist pass by Miranda to the streaking Lumagi. So that is what you need to do. If you're a big man, just rim run. And we easily had more than 20 assists, so 23 to be exact. And we're scoring at will using our height advantage is limiting our opponent's scoring. Before this game, only 52.2, and now they have 57. But this is a coming out party.
Tanchi was provider in that last possession. And this time Tanchi, basket no good, but then working inside. Lumage getting that point.
Sa Gilas, first unit, second unit,
it's
equally deadly.
They're almost the same, so it shouldn't matter much. And Tanchi opens it up with a 3, which is huge. Because if there was... So this is an excellent start. Look at that penetration coming from Gab de los Reyes. And then he finds the open Tanchi from the corner.
Squal using that pick from Lumage. Kick out. Cruz. Corner 3. That's in!
The key for Gilas is to get the ball inside the paint through penetration.
We're both 3-pointers. De los Reyes, the spin and step back off one leg.
That was a great move coming.
But it seems like that time, possession will stay with Indonesia. What a move by Gab de los Reyes.
Please turn off the cameras.
That little fadeaway created that separation for Gab.
That's that versatility we were talking about. Travis Pascual has entered the game, announces his entry as he finishes through the foul.
It's all about signing with the rebound, and then he is going downhill. He is a handful for any defense, Travis Pascual. Impact off the bench, he has done it the last 5 games. He does it again here in the final. Talking about Cristiano.
But Pascual makes him eat his dust.
Travis Pascual.
And he has shown that
Halyari this time will attack.
Justin Halyari.
Excellent attack here from the Philippines.
Halyari underneath, dumps it to Carino, who makes mincemeat of that defense.
And this guy...
We faced them in the preliminaries. Indonesia had 10 points off turnovers. But Halyari says, enough already. That stops a 5 points and 17 rebounds. That was against the thigh. Were you talking about Halyari? You were just talking about how it's actually great transition defense, but they weren't able to stop Halyari this time.
Earlier on, he went to his left. This time, they take away his left.
We just have so many weapons at different positions. Carino takes a 3. Wow! Even our boys are 4 of 6 from downtown.
And you can't give him that much space because...
Get a little bit of a disruption, but Gilas recovers. There's De Los Reyes doing what he does best.
Offensive. Go for that rebound.
Tanchi, another three.
Again, you are playing with pace even on a missed basket. The Philippines is trying to run. And when they are running, Travis Pascual sees that Ethan Tanchi is wide open because the other team is still confused in transition. And 2 3-pointers now in the game for Ethan Tanchi.
Coach Mark said it. We needed De Los Reyes. So versatile. Look at that step through. That's the perfect way to play against the zone. Knock down your threes and then move that ball fast.
I love that because
helping everyone. Miranda takes it by himself. No, De Los Reyes on a putback. Another rebound, another putback. 2 more points.
Miranda.
This is what you were talking about.
Look at that. Everybody's out of position because of the penetration by CG. And that's the guy who really picked up the pace.
They call that a knockout play.
Jolo Pascual can really bother a lot of players because of his length.
Here he is taking a three. Pascual hits it from the corner.
This guy is both tough on defense.
Well, Indonesia still working with this zone. And that's been opening up threes. Pascual, one from the right, this one from the left.
There's no choice for Indonesia but to play.
There are 2 or 3 white shirts all over him.
Excellent pass coming from Gab De Los Reyes and then from Ethan Tanchi. When you're moving the ball, you're getting a lot of assists.
Cruz tracks it down. Pascual now involving Lumagwe, who finishes despite the defense.
And that is we're stopping the initial point of attack. And Indonesia will not have a lot of shooters to be able to hurt us.
Lumagwe, another basket for him.
You have to run your system.
Pascual, they work a 2-man game. And Caballero, despite being blocked, still got it back and still scored. Screaming from the bench right now, stay low. And of course, for a decorated PBA player like him, it's basic. But right now, he's teaching under 16 boys. It's a 32-point lead. Halyare, no one has been able to put him in a box. And I'm talking about the defense of Indonesia. They're having all sorts of problems.
The gold medal here because, as we mentioned, there are bigger things for this team to accomplish.
And as coaches will say, it's in these minutes. Halyare inside to Antolin. Brilliant ball movement for the Philippines.
Again,
hunger and grit that they're showing. They're fighting to show the best that Philippine basketball has to offer. Now back to you, John and Coach Mark.
How about Cruz? We talked about him being the perfect utility guy. The Philippines knows, the team knows, the crowd knows. It's going to be another gold medal in 39.6 seconds. The flags are being waved.
9 points came in that stretch in that first half when the Philippines suddenly became dominant and there was no doubt who will be champions today.